Hi all, welcome to Geneso IT Trainings. My name is Sagar. In today's video, we'll be looking at one of the most important Linux command, grep. And before I do that, I would request everybody to subscribe my channel. Thank you. So in this video, we'll be looking at the most important command, which is grep. And this command has been extensively used even in the interview as well. You know, it has been questioned several times in the interviews also. So let's try to understand what this grep is all about. So if you can really look into the definition of grep, see, grep stands for Global Regular Expression Print. What it does is, it is a search pattern or a search function inside the Linux operating system, which is going to search for a string in a file or list of files or output of a command. So what if, let's assume that we have a file and we are trying to search for a keyword inside that file. So in order to search for that keyword inside the file, we will be using the command called as grep. So with the help of a grep, we can search for a string either inside a file or in a list of files or for the output of a command. So this is nothing but a grep. So we'll try to look and understand what grep is practically. We do have a command called as egrep. So egrep is nothing but extended global regular expression print, where it is little more advanced, or I can say it is much more faster way of searching for the keyword than the grep. But it does all the functionalities as grep, but it has got slight differences. I'll try to show it to you in the practically what would be the difference between the grep and the egrep. So rather than looking or understanding the description or theoretically, we'll try to look into practically how this grep command works. So let me open my Linux server. Here, let's start with the command grep and immediately followed by the keyword that we are trying to search. So what I'll do is I'll try to search for a keyword called as Ubuntu. Sorry. So Ubuntu is the keyword I'm trying to search. So where are we actually trying to search it? So where to search and specify the path or the destination or the file name that we are trying to search now. So grep followed by a keyword and the file name /etc/passwd. So this is the place where we can search for the for this particular keyword. So let's see here, grep Ubuntu is the keyword we are searching inside this file, and press enter. So the moment we do it, and I am very sure you all might be familiar by this time because of my previous videos, what exactly this file is all about, which is going to display the names of the users that are available inside the Linux. So Ubuntu is the user that is available inside the Linux in this particular Linux operating system, Linux server. So it is available inside this etc/passwd file. So grep Ubuntu, and we are trying to search for this keyword inside this particular file. So let us search it once again, grep Ubuntu /etc/group, and press enter. So look at this. So now the Ubuntu is being available in so many lines, and the entire line is being printed. Wherever this keyword is matching, the entire line is going to be printed, and we have searched inside a file called as group, etc group. Inside this file, see, this is nothing but the list of the groups that we have. So inside this particular file, we have searched for the keyword Ubuntu. We are searching for the keyword Ubuntu. So along with this, now what if your requirement is in such a way that you would like to understand how many times this keyword is being appeared, inside this file? Or it's not exactly how many times the keyword is being appeared. It's all about in how many lines this keyword is being appeared. That's important. You need to understand in how many lines this Ubuntu keyword is being appeared. So in order to identify in how many lines the Ubuntu keyword is being appeared, so we will try to use one of the options called as -c, which stands for the counting the number of lines the keyword is being appeared. So let's use grep -c Ubuntu and /etc/group, and press enter. Now you need to understand how many times the Ubuntu keyword is appeared inside the file. In 12 lines. In 12 lines, this Ubuntu keyword is being appeared inside this particular file. And we do have some of the options which are very, very important. What if you would like to print only the matching part but not the entire line, and you don't want to print the entire line? See here, whenever we are trying to search it, it is printing the entire line, and where we don't want it to be printed print the entire line, only the matching keyword needs to be printed. So for that we'll use grep -o ubuntu /etc/group and press enter. See, look at this. So here it is only printing the keyword but not the entire line. So -o stands for it prints only the matching expression but not the entire line. So this is one of the options that we have. And see, -i, this is one of the important options we all need to be aware of, and which is going to ignore a case of pattern. What if you are trying to search for a keyword and you're not really sure whether the keyword is in the capital or a small letters? So in order to ensure that, in order to avoid any sort of a confusion, in order to make it, not to make it case sensitive, so what we can use is we can use a -i option, so that either it is a capital letter or a small letter, it is going to print it. So let's see it practically. What if I use the keyword grep and I use Ubuntu? I'm using the capital letters now, and I'm trying to search it inside etc group file and press enter. The moment I do it, it is trying to search for a pattern of all the capital letters keyword. We all must be aware that Linux is a case sensitive. So it will search for Ubuntu, all capital letters inside this file. We do have the keyword Ubuntu, but it is inside the small letters, but it is in the form of small letters. But we are trying to search for the capital letters. So what if you're not really sure whether the Ubuntu keyword is in capital letters or small letters, and you would like to identify even if this word is available in the small letter, then we can make use of one more option, grep -i and ubuntu /etc/group. So now it is going to search irrespective of the case of the characters. Either it could be a small or a capital letters, it is going to search for this pattern. So it is not searching for the actual capital letters. It will search, if it is a small letter also, it is going to search for the keyword and it will display it on the screen. So this is what one of the options we have it. And let's look into one more option. -v stands for prints the line that does not match the pattern. Now we are trying to print the line which is matching the pattern. Whatever lines have Ubuntu, we are trying to print them. Now we don't want the lines which has the keyword Ubuntu. We will try to print those lines which does not have the keyword Ubuntu. So let's try to use this command. So grep -v ubuntu and /etc/group. You can make use of multiple options here simply by giving the -v and -i, which is nothing but we are trying to make use of this option V as well as -i option as well. You can do that. So let's try to understand this option -v, where we are trying to print all those lines which are not matching the keyword Ubuntu. And let's press enter. See, look at this. So these are all the lines which does not have the keyword Ubuntu. And right above this, we have searched for the keyword Ubuntu. These are the lines which has the keyword Ubuntu. And these are the lines which does not match the keyword Ubuntu. This is the usage of -v under the grep. So let's look into -r. -r always stands for searching for a keyword in all files of a directory. What if you have a directory and you have multiple files inside the directory, and you would like to search for the keyword inside all those files, inside that particular directory. So let us try to understand. Let us see with the help of -r option, it is going to search for the keyword in all the files inside that directory. So let us do it. Let us do it here. So let's assume that let's have a look into the current directory /home ubuntu. We have all these files available, and along with it we have -la. So we have some hidden files also. We will try to understand. I'll try to give a keyword and we'll try to understand in which all files the keyword is available. So grep -i and I'll give the option as R. Hyphen I stands for the case sensitive. We are ignoring the case sensitive. And hyphen R stands for recursively search for all files in the specified directory. So I'm trying to search for Sagar. This is the keyword I'm trying to search. Space and give the directory name /home/Ubuntu. Or as we are currently inside this directory, we can simply make use of a dot rather than giving the complete directory name. You can simply make use of the dot, which will search inside the current directory. Or in order to avoid a confusion, let us use the directory name /home/Ubuntu. So inside this Ubuntu directory, we are trying to search for the keyword Sagar, which is case sensitive, and we are trying to ignore the case sensitivity, and we are trying to search all files inside this directory. So let us check now. Press enter. See now, this particular Sagar is being available in multiple files. See, look at this. Inside this file, in ubuntu.ssh under authorize_keys, inside this file, I have a keyword Sagar, and it got printed on the screen. And inside Ubuntu, inside this directory, inside this file called file1, we have a Sagar, and inside the file1 we have Sagar. So this particular keyword is being searched in multiple files in a directory. So this is one of the most important use case, and which has been asked in the interviews also. How can you search for a keyword inside the multiple files in a directory? So you can simply make use of this command again. So let us look into more options. So -R, and let us look into -N. Print matched lines along with the line numbers. So we are trying to print the matched expression or a string along with the line numbers. I think it's much more self-explanatory here. So let us try to understand. Let us try to understand grep Ubuntu and /etc/group and press enter. See, the moment we press enter, okay, in this file we are not able to see the line numbers here. Or what I'll do is I'll use grep. Okay, sorry guys, I did not give the option here. We did not give the option. So let us give the option. So if I press on the up arrow, it will take you to the previous command, previously executed command. So here, grep, I'll give the option -N. I think that's the option we have. Yeah, -N, print matched lines along with the line numbers. Now it is going to print all the line numbers, whichever is matching this particular keyword, and those line numbers will be printed. Let's press enter. See, look at this. It has printed the line numbers as well, along with this, along with the keyword that is matching, along with the lines, and the line numbers are being printed here. So this is these are some of the options when it comes to the grep. And along with that, let us try to understand one of the use case of egrep, which is not available using the grep command. Egrep works for whatever I taught you now. You can use egrep also. It is much more faster in searching the string. And along with that, let us try to identify, let us try to understand one of the expressions, one of the differences using this egrep command. So let's look into, sorry, let me open the server. Let me clear the screen. Let's look at ls. And whenever I look at ls here command, I have this list of files. And inside this, I have a file1. Let me look into the content of the file1. So this is the content of the file1. Now, inside this content, I would like to search for two keywords called as Sagar and Tesla. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to search for those lines which have the words or expressions either Sagar or Tesla. If this is matching, I want to get the output of it. So let us try doing it with the help of grep command. Grep and in the single quotes, Sagar, and pipe is the symbol which represents or Sagar or Tesla here, and give the file name. File1 is the file name. So this is the file name which is available inside this directory. I'm trying to search it inside this file1. So my intention is to search for a line. Either the line should consist of Sagar or Tesla. So let us check whether it will work for the grep or not. Let's press enter. See, it did not show us any output. But if we use the same thing with egrep, it is going to work. See, look at this. It is going to work. It is going to search for the keyword Sagar. Sagar is appearing here, Sagar Geneso, and Tesla is being appearing inside this line, Tesla, and Sagar is appearing inside this particular line. So inside this file content, this either Sagar or Tesla keyword, wherever it is appearing, it is going to search. So you can search multiple keywords using egrep by differentiating the keywords using the pipe symbol like this. Egrep command has a functionality, or it has got an understanding to interpret this pipe symbol. So whereas the grep command will not interpret this pipe symbol, rather than that, grep command will try to identify this as an entire single string, and it will search for this entire string inside the file. It will search for entire string inside the file. Whereas egrep, it understands what is this pipe symbol, and it differentiates. It will try to search for the keyword either Sagar or Tesla. Let us look into one more example with ls. So this is the command. So as you see here, we are trying to search the output of a command. Now ls is a command. Ls is a command which will produce the output. And let's try to understand here. So ls is going to give us this output now, and we are trying to search based on this output. So let's try to search it. ls, give a pipe symbol, and whenever we give a pipe symbol, the output of this is going to be given to the next command. The output of this ls command will be provided to the next command. So if I use egrep, and in the single quotes, I'll try to write the expression as .txt. I'm trying to search for .txt files in the list of files, and I'm trying to search for .txt files or .doc files, .document files, and press enter. So it is going to list all those files which are going to end with .txt or .doc. So egrep has a better functionality than grep, trying to understand or interpret this particular meta character. And this pipe symbol is nothing but a meta character which will be interpreted only by the egrep command, but not the grep command. If I use the same grep command, with the grep command, I am not going to get the output. So this is one of the differences between grep and egrep. But whereas egrep can be used for the functionality of all things that we have seen now. So this is what the grep command is all about, and which is one of the most useful command in Linux. Definitely you will be using this command extensively in your real time. Please make sure you practice this command in any one of your Linux servers. So this is about the grep and egrep command, and that's all for this video. And thank you so much for listening, and I would request everybody to subscribe my channel. Thank you.